Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, today we're going to be taking a random song and we're going to be changing it throughout the decade. So I'm going to be making a 90s version and also an 80s version. Actually, I've already made it, so I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. This is for a client and they wanted that belly dancing feel because they do belly dancing. So this is what I pulled. So yeah, that's the basic loop that we're going to be working with. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how on earth do we make it 80s or 90s? Okay, here are the key elements. For the 90s style track, which we have right here, we're going to be adding these cool drums that sound like they're from the Cheetah Girls' first movie. And I know that was made in 2001, but it's close enough. It reminds me of the drums from Cinderella that was covered by the Cheetah Girls, but obviously the original version I think was released in the 90s. I know it's been released a few times. Anyway, those are the drums that we went for. It's got that punchy feel that most of those disco songs had at that time. For the clap, we have this clap machine house. I think it's just a regular clap, but it sounds super 90s. Now, a key element of this 90s 2000 Y2K sound for Britney vibes is definitely the string sting that Max Martin always used to use. You know the one that I'm talking about. And I did in fact find one because my friend, the Ray Lamar Experience, shout out, sent me one. Literally obsessed with that sound. So here's what I did. I basically played those chords. I basically played the notes that would complement the chords with that sound. We added some cool hats. They're just disco hats from whenever time. For the bass, I was kind of struggling because I know that they used a lot of 808s or 909s back in the day, but I couldn't really find a sample that was giving that. So I just used this basic, I guess it's an 808 sound, but it sounds kind of retro-y. Okay, it doesn't. It kind of just sounds like an 808, but I think we can get away with it. Okay, now I'm sure you're wondering, how did you turn this into an 80s banger? Well, I'm about to show you. This is our 80s version of the song. And before I play it to you, I'm going to tell you the individual elements that I added. So we took out this cool 90s drum kit where we had that subby kick and we had the clap machine. We weren't doing machines in the 80s. Well, maybe we were. I wasn't really there. But anyway, I think it was more analog stuff. I added this drum loop that was from Splice. It was an 80s drum loop, but I think it kind of suits because it's got that gated snare that we love. And I didn't really like that snare by itself, so I added another gated snare on top of it. I do believe that the kick is still from a drum machine from that time that was on a sampler, but who knows? Anyway, after that, I decided to add this classic 80s bass to layer over my original bass. We got rid of the string sting because it's not the 90s yet. Britney hasn't come in yet. And also New Jack Swing hasn't come in yet, I'm pretty sure. So we took out that New Jack Swing sting and we've added instead some cool funky guitar. This one's actually kind of emo, but we're just going to pretend the emos were there in the 80s. I also added just some little solo bits because I thought it would add the funk, that 80s funk vibe back into it. And then there's another one here. I think the wah sound is really key for 80s. I don't know. I wasn't there. This is what it sounds like to me. And all together, it sounds like this. Kept at the same tempo and we haven't changed that much. But this is how I took a 90s vibe to an 80s vibe in 5 minutes. And that's basically it. That's how I took a loop and made it into an 80s version and a 90s version for a client. I wonder which one they'll choose. Which one do you think they'll choose? Anyway, if you guys want to see more from me or you want lessons or you want me to produce your song like this client did, you can head to my website. Everything is there. You can fill out a form. I've got loads of packs A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a sale going on right now, so you better get down there because it's going to be ending soon. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.